have a very different kind of Thanksgiving story. This has traditionally been a bipartisan holiday, a day for football and butterball. But in these hyper-partisan times, this normally apolitical day has become the focus of a fierce and fascinating historical debate.
There's the story we all learned in grammar school that our national holiday began simply as the Pilgrims' way of thanking God and the Native Americans for a bountiful harvest, like this version told in 1973's A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
In the year 1621, the Pilgrims held their first Thanksgiving feast. They invited the great Indian chief, Massasoit, who brought 90 of his brave Indians and a great abundance of food.
And then there is the alternative story, given new life this year on Tea Party blogs and talk radio, which argues that the Thanksgiving story is really a parable about the perils of socialism.
Huh? Really?
According to this version of history, the Pilgrims were early socialists, agreeing on their way over to the New World to pool their resources and profit. Rush Limbaugh talked about it on his radio show just yesterday.
Long before Karl Marx was even born, the Pilgrims had discovered and experimented with what could only be described as socialism. And what happened? It didn't work. They nearly starved.
Limbaugh and others say it's only when the Pilgrims ditched socialism, dividing their land up into private property to be farmed for profit, that they finally produced that bountiful harvest and the Thanksgiving feast. But many historians say it's not that simple.
They didn't go over as socialists and then turn into capitalists. They went over there to make profits.
Historians say while the Pilgrims did initially pool their resources, that was only a short-term plan to make bigger, quicker profits. And that Thanksgiving feast, say historians, it actually came years before the communal plan was finally scrapped. Whoever you believe, this turkey tempest is most definitely a sign of the time, that in this venomous political environment, even Thanksgiving cannot go unscathed.